Time to embarrass myself once more on the internet. Megamind was cursed, Gru was uncanny to say the least, but what if I tried turning myself into Barry B. Benson from B Movie? Or as I like to call him, Benny B. Benson. Only one way to find out. Let's get into it. After looking at some different poses, I came across this monstrosity and I couldn't resist. Let's take this bad boy and get started. I'm gonna regret this. I am. We will go from this to this, and I don't know how, but I suppose we'll see. I suggest, like usual, we're gonna start with the face, because that's obviously the most fun. There you go. Oh, great start. Let's go over to our great friend Liquify, because you guessed it, we're gonna have to do a bunch of work to make this work. First off, my head has to be nice and round. Oh god. Oh, this never gets old, does it? This never gets old. Stretch this out a little bit. Now, unlike the recent Gru video, I do want to actually keep some features of my own face, because that one was, it was kind of too accurate, to a point where you could barely even tell it was me. I want this one to really be me still, which means it's gonna be about 20 times as cursed as it has to be, but it's fine. I'm kind of ignoring the eyes right now, and the mouth also has to be a lot higher. Oi, 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 guys. Oi, oi, oi. I can already tell this is gonna be a masterpiece right here. We've got the hair going on here as well. I mean, apart from the eyes, which I will fix in just a sec, it's not that bad. Let's click OK and see how we are going to move on. Now, his eyes are very wide open, as you can see, and mine aren't really, so I shot a second photo of my eyes that are open just a little bit, further. So I think I'm gonna try using these for his eyes. Just gonna make sure the iris already kind of lines up. There you go. And then once again, we just kind of have to adjust the shape to the shape of his eye. We're gonna fix the iris later, though. Don't worry. This is work in progress. Okay, and then we simply erase the edges so it kind of merges into the original picture here. Here you go. Oh wow. Yeah, that is nice. And then we simply grab this first one, and there. See, oh, that's a lot better already. That is a great improvement. Yay. Oh my god. That is really bad. Well, the exact same thing for the second eye, ladies and gentlemen. And the only thing that's missing is the eyebrows. Let me just put this eyebrow here. It is actually my eyebrow, so it should be good. No, that's not gonna work. Let's ditch the eyebrows completely, because you know, let us bring some of that lovely yellowish coloring in there, just like that. Isn't that just lovely? That yellow tint shouldn't go all over the place though, just not the eyes. And of course the hair actually too, that definitely should not be yellow, it has to be black actually. So let's in fact take out some of that color, and now we should have a pretty lovely face. And then for some unknown reason, this guy has eyeliner. So let's go ahead. You know the drill, guys. We have to be thorough. We cannot miss anything. Apart from the eyebrows, of course. Here you go. This will do it. This is gonna do the trick. Just like so. Wow, that actually does a lot. What the heck? That is pretty good. You know what makes it so much worse is the lashes. And like the moisty, wet kind of texture to it is just so horrible. We, of course, also want to have these guys on there. So let's simply trace the shape and put them on top of my head. It really is that easy. No. Dude, that's literally just done. Like, that's finished. This is it. Well then, I suppose we have to move on to the rest of my body. And I think the easiest way to go about it is to simply cut off all my limbs and start from scratch. Really, that's what we're gonna do. Because as you can probably tell, his proportions are just a tad unrealistic. But I suppose we'll see how that goes. This body part of mine has to somehow turn into whatever that is. So I suppose let's go ahead and use some warp, maybe? Actually, never mind. Turns out Liquify will always be superior. Anyway, let's unhide this and get to work. There you go. That is more like it. This is gonna be a disaster. Okay, then we have my arm, which also needs quite some adjusting, because this guy has very skinny arms. I mean, I have skinny arms, but like, geez, dude, that's a whole other level. For this one, warp probably will work, as you can tell. Now, because of the placement of my hand, the placement of the entire arm is not going to be identical. As you can tell, his is a little bit further in, but I think this is fine, actually. As I said earlier, this still has to be me, so this is good. Also, incredibly cursed, but it's fine. We'll just carry on. For his bottom side, I actually found myself a little fur ball, which I feel like might just fit pretty well just right there. There you go. Look at that. Yep, that is quite perfect. Then let us first do the leg, I guess. Let me just see. That goes kind of, it has to be a lot smaller, actually. Kind of like this. And then once again, a ton of Dude, this is honestly getting out of hand. What the hell even is this? Look how skinny his legs are, though. How am I supposed to do that? It's fine. We'll just try. Just like this. Yeah, that is starting to look like something right there. And then in general, this has to be a lot longer. That has to go all the way down here. And I suppose we just have to reuse the shoe from the original picture, because that is not usable anymore. Okay, kind of like that. Then we can also put this arm back in place. And the second leg has to be a lot longer as well. To be fair, this is going to be very different, I guess. But we'll see. Well, guys, I think it's time to blend this together and really see the potential that this has. Let's begin by making my skin tone yellow once again. I'm gonna leave the shirt black, actually, even though the original is clearly yellow. I feel like black is just a bit nicer, so there's a real difference between my skin and the actual clothing, even though obviously his is kind of a gray area, but it's fine. This is like a Benny hybrid anyway, it's fine. Gotta make sure to add some shadows to this lower body part area thing. Whatever. We also cannot forget about the stripes. Let's begin with just a simple darkening layer. We definitely want to add some highlights here and there as well around the edge to kind of touch it up a little bit.
2,000 years later.
Well. You don't even have to ask. I already know. You want to have this as your wallpaper, I get it. You can download this masterpiece down below in the description. If you actually do end up putting it as your background and you share that in your IG story, I will repost every single one. I will regret that as well, but I guess we'll see about that. If you liked this video, make very sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell not to miss a single future upload, and then I hope I'll see you in my next video.